But somewhere in there is 4 Supras. Oh my God, I see 4 Supras, bro. Right there. I think I found them. Fresh off of a truck, lined up, ready to go. Are you excited for this? This is like childhood dream stuff, man.
Fun little Sunday, that's for sure.
Ben and I came out here. Ben's one of the people, you might have seen him on the Dreamkillers podcast, and we jumped in his truck to come out and rock and roll. I'm pumped, man. This is gonna be crazy. Doesn't happen every day. You see 4 Supras show up into town and owned by another Dreamkiller. So let's see what's up. How you liking this new truck so far, Ben?
So far, so good.
Got your taco. Oh, I see a truck. Oh, I see a car running. We have 1, 2, 3 Supras. Oh, we might have lost one already. Uh-oh. Missing a trim piece there. Let's see what's up. Yours. Welcome to America, little Supras. I'm gonna be working on that for a while.
Like a 15. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like a 15.
Ship it back, yeah.
Oh, that's a retirable speaker. All right, let's go back over here. I want to see. Let's see if we can get this open here. Oh baby. Couple bolts here and there. That'll clean up. Secret.
In the first picture where they're loading on the truck, there's 2 Skylines in the background. I was like, oh, you can load those up too if you want. And he's like, yeah, they are going on it. I was like, really? So you're gonna have to watch out for some black Honda Civic with the green underglow.
Just randomly another one sitting in here. Carrie's just hiding his car.
Oh yeah, like look at that.
Woo! Ram here. Clearly. I like how he did the cutout like I did on my SC. That's real nice. Yeah. This needs a good cleanup. There's some new sensors in here and stuff. Look at that wing though. I love that wing profile. That's kind of cool. Took a long journey and really enjoyed a nice trip. That is some shiny panels. But this one is a manual car too then. Hey Ben, reach down by the seat and pop this trunk. I want to see how much this wing weighs.
I'm new to Supras.
Oh! Oh my God, it's heavy. Oh, fancy. Woo! What is that? Yeah. Wow. That's pretty trick. This car was originally red. There you go. It's not every day you see a couple of these put together. So. definitely an NA car. I'm not used to driving a car this slow. I dig it. You should see how many heads this is turning right now. Hell drives the Supra in December in Minnesota. That guy just gave me a thumbs up. This is wild. What a blast, man. I mean, how often are you going to do this? It feels good, though. Everything looks correct. It doesn't look like it's missing a bunch of stuff. I see a few tiny little things that got to be put in. We're gonna get whooped by this truck here, by the way. So obviously the brown SC Coupe is parked in the driveway, which you can see this beautiful, voluptuous, wide body turbo car. Look at that. Look at the finish. It's so good. But that had to come out here because we had to put that in there. This is awesome. Hands down, this car is a blast to drive. Needs a couple pieces painted. It has some new rear scoops on the sides. This one's missing here. It's in the trunk. And then also the bumper is a different one. So that's got to get done. But other than that, she's a black car. And it's a hardtop, which is awesome. I love that. I'd rather have a hardtop than a Targa. It's great. Very, very cool car. All right, what up everybody? Back here in the garage, and behind me is the 1995 Toyota Supra SZR. So this car came from England, of all places, by way of Japan, according to some of the logos and so forth that are still on the windshield from back then. And this car was then sold to the United States. Wasn't too bad, but a few things to note that should be addressed with the car is, one, the bumper is the wrong color. Also, the hockey sticks are gone, which sit down here. Lower rocker molding. The air scoops were sent but are the wrong color, so they need to be repainted. And the rear hockey stick is also missing from the car. There's no rear legroom in this car at all. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. What I have to do is get this car ready for sale, and in order to do that, it needs to be gone through. Everything's got to be checked out, because you don't want to hand off a car to somebody that needs a little bit of work. But those things, like the bumper, the hockey sticks, and the side skirts, they need to be corrected. So I have to make some corrections to the holes that are in the bumper, and you can tell it's a little cold, you can see my breath. In order to do this video, I had to turn the heat off. So we're going to use an OEM bumper that just needs a little bit of love, a couple little fill spots, get all this stuff on the car and help to get it out the door. This car, being an SZR, would be best suited with factory parts. Sure, you could, you could basically go nuts and put on a Bomex kit or anything that, fancy it up a little bit. But I think the right way to do these Supras now is to put it original. Make it like it would have came out of the factory. That way somebody's starting with a blank canvas or can appreciate the car for its originality. And that's kind of key. I would love to turbo this car. And this would be a great candidate for it. Whatever it takes, we're gonna make this thing happen. What a beautiful little example of just a unbeaten up version of a Toyota Supra, and it's so nice to see one around. And I'm happy to have it here in my tiny little garage. Come on, let's go fix some stuff. All right, we're gonna take the Supra over to Brandon's house. We're gonna, from NENTEK, we're gonna, do some final details and get it prepped for sale. A ton of work has been done on the car. And right now, she's just chilling in the garage, hanging out. Paint's looking pretty good. Just needs a little final buff, but not too shabby. Be nice to get it back out and cruising and stuff like that. So, but a lot of details, a lot of little things to go into this to make it right, you know? A lot of little things. But that's what it takes, you know? Got to get it polished up and get everything right for a new owner. That way they don't have to deal with problems, when they receive the car. So. Brandon from NENTEK's home garage. We got the black Supra in 95, and then we have this silver one that looks like it's gonna be going out here in a minute. New kit put on the side.
He's actually coming to pick it up tomorrow.
Oh, is he? Great. It's a pretty cool little rig, man. It's nice. It's got like those little graphite accents and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then is this the new?
Riddick's front that's going on there.
Is this the new bumper right here?
Yeah, it's a Riddick's one.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That Vomix one, I think. Yeah.
Well, needs a little bit of cleanup, but she ain't too bad. So what are we getting into here?
We're going to detail this thing, so we'll do a compound. We'll finish up claying those areas. Yeah, then we'll do a compound, wipe it down, and we'll either do a ceramic sealant or an actual ceramic coat.
Nice. Yeah, it's so far it's not too terrible. It just has some swirls and stuff, and then some paint correction and finishing with where I left off on the new paint from the bumper. Like tree sap or something in the roof here that's got to go away.
We'll see what we can do with clay there. We can get any more, but
yeah, like your polish work is amazing. That's why this thing gets the Brandon touch. But yeah, we'll get into it, man. I'm gonna do a little bit of learning with you, because you're the pro and I'm the how do we do this guy?
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Let's do it.
It's synthetic clay bar.
Yeah.
I like how you got the hand pad like that. That's great.
So you can actually put this, this is just like the buffer pad. You can put this on the buffer.
Oh, really?
If you wanted.
So you could spin a clay bar up on it, huh?
Yeah. I don't know, I don't really feel comfortable with that, but I've seen people do it, you can do it, just...
Seems
Spray bar is a little too harsh for me to be spinning on a...
Yeah, it seems sketchy.
If you don't have it lubed well enough, it feels like you could do some damage.
And what are you using for lube? Just like a
I just got...
cleaning product?
This is just detailer.
Perfect.
Exterior
just
detailing.
to
The
keep
cheapest detailer you can buy. Meguiar's Turbo Wax. I have my no rinse coming where I'll make my own. It hasn't showed up. I gave away my Optimum. I'm going to like a Wolfgang brand. It's supposed to be a little nicer.
The guy that came and is buying the Supra took all of your cleaning products for the most part.
Yeah.
That's
well,
cool.
you know, I sold them all for $20, but guess what? I sold a Supra out of it because he came in. He's like, dude, he's like, what's that?
Looks awesome, right? Like almost mirror. You see a couple things, but then you get in here and you see all that. And the process that is to eliminate all of that swirl. No swirl? Hella swirl.
You know, we're gonna buff this, but ideally you only go as aggressive as you have to, right? So what we do is we just kind of do some, you know, we'll say this, you know, we won't buff this. Then we'll hit this with a light polish and we'll hit this with like a heavier cut and we'll just see what looks the best.
So staging it.
Yeah, we'll be able to kind of compare how it looks, you know, before and after. Either got the lighter cut compound or the heavier cut compound.
Okay.
So we'll start with the lighter cut. First thing we got to do is prime the pad.
That's wild.
So I think
I didn't realize that's what that was for.
There's a purpose to that. So we're just gonna get the pad kind of prepped, primed here.
Let it soak in.
Yeah, you don't want a dry pad. We're nice and kind of spread in there. All right, so what we're gonna do, start out at a low speed here. So we're gonna go all the way down to 1. And at 1, we're just gonna kind of spread the product around. All right. Now we're gonna go up, I'll go to 4. All right, so here we go. And we're just going to, you gotta make sure it's gonna orbit, but then it should also spin. So like if you put too much pressure on, it doesn't really spin. You need it to spin. And it's gonna go slow. Go the other way. And then you leave it on there. You don't want to lift it up still spinning or it'll spray everywhere, you know?
Toss stuff all over the garage.
Yeah.
You kind of got it centered, Luis. Maybe we should just polish extra in the middle and give this thing like a racing stripe.
There you go. All right, we'll kind of wipe it off here.
Get your light.
Yeah. We'll take a look at how that looks compared.
So this was medium polish?
Yeah, we'll call this the lighter compound.
Lighter compound.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can see a difference there. So now go to the other side of the tape.
Oh, wow. Actually, that's significantly different. Look at that.
Yeah.
And then look at that. Wow. That really, wow.
Made a big difference, didn't it?
Huge difference.
All right, so now we'll go with the slightly stronger on this other side. Compounds aren't always the easiest to remove, but I like to buff out here by hand, but this stuff's actually not bad compared to some of the others. All right, now let's just take that light and see if there's a significant difference between that side.
Okay, so this
You can
is
still
the
kind of see, you know, some very minor.
medium cut. This was the medium
Yep.
cut, and then that is that. So a lot less.
Now what you might notice is a little more haze because it is a more aggressive cut, you know?
So that's the, what's what we're seeing
Medium
there.
cut, I guess.
Medium cut. And then against that. And we're getting a little haze left over
Yeah,
from.
get a little more haze from the higher cut.
I don't think that
So-
this is too far off.
Yeah, I mean the medium cut might be actually a good approach for this car. 'Cause
Okay.
I mean we're taking off more clear by doing this, but are we really getting that?
Sure.
Much, you know, on some cars you will see the difference. But yeah, I mean still compared to what it used to look like, right? I mean.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference from where it's at.
Sure. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll use just the standard correcting cream from Griot's, which is medium cut compound.
Medium cut from Griot's.
And we'll do that over the whole car.
Sweet. That should clear up a lot of this door.
So we did a panel and the pad's pretty dirty here. So we're gonna run it through the pad cleaner. So we just have pad cleaning solution. Gonna kind of hit it a few times here with that. Let it soak in just for a couple seconds. Go to like medium high speed here. And I'm just gonna pump some water up into it. I'm just gonna run it up against that grid guard. Switch it to high speed, just pull it up and we'll dry it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 seconds of whip and
10 seconds and then it's
wow.
significantly cleaner and dry. Dry is important.
Nice.
That's it.
Can't
Now you're
believe
ready to go again.
It's actually like dry.
Yeah, it's actually
Wow.
pretty dry.
Great.
So then make sure we'll turn the speed back
I
down.
gotta get back to work then. Jeez.
Yeah.
God dang.
I gotta do mine.
So far, so good. Got the get all
Yeah.
the material still on the hood, but
I mean,
it looks great. Can we get that in a vinyl wrap? Look at that.
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it's a mirror. Let's see if we get any swirls in there.
I mean,
Yeah, they're gone. There's just some particulates from this towel.
just look at our reflect. Look at the ceiling. Look at the garage door opening.
Yeah, that's crazy good. Wow. Hey, what up everybody? We're back here with the Supra. Anyway, so today we are gonna put back the original body kit onto the car. This car is an SZR, which is a 2JZ mated to a W58 495, and then goes back to a limited slip differential. So to keep this car original is probably the best method. So let's go check it out and see what we got. All right, there she is sitting up on the stand, hanging out. And you can see we already have the side scoops off. We're missing the side trim pieces. And then also, you have what they call the hockey stick that goes down from the top here, rolls underneath the car. And the same thing back here. You're missing it right there, and it's kind of a nice trim piece that's supposed to go on these. So, what we got here is from our friends over at Discount Part Monster. We have the lower side skirts, we have the front, and then the rear hockey sticks that go with it. Also from them, what we got was the proper clips, and then also a proper Toyota badge that matches the original one that's up there on the back for the front. So again, this is an SZR. It's in pretty good shape. I mean, you can see the paintwork, the corrections done with ceramic coating and so forth. It turned out lovely. And then also putting back this factory exhaust. The car came with a pretty large canister, and that just wasn't gonna do it. So that had to go away. But there she is. So I'm gonna stack this equipment up and get ready. I'm gonna put this stuff on the car and we're gonna check it out. All right, here we are sitting with one of the hockey sticks for the front. The trim molding that goes in the wheel well. This is a driver's side for a right-hand drive car. So inside of this is an OEM Toyota part. We have a bag of clips and all the hardware we need to put this thing back in, which is kind of nice that they include some of this because you're going to need some of this for your shielding to go inside of that front lip. But this basically goes right here. All right, here's the OEM side skirt. This is for the passenger side on the right-hand drive car. And as you can see here, it comes with the hardware and all the supplied little tabs that go in there, which is kind of great. It's pretty straightforward. You know, these clips pop right in and out right here. And so what we want to do is we want to take the glorious little bolt kit, set it off to the side, and let's go take a look. So over here, we have quite a few things that are still in the way. So those little plastic pieces have to come out because the actual snaps fit into those. So let's get those out, get this cleaned up, and then we'll pop this in and see how it looks. Well, there we go. So these are putting these on, you can definitely see how much cleaner that is sitting in there. We gotta make sure all these clips are popped into place just like that. There we go. And then here, same thing, other side, and then it cruises right down the body line, looks nice and clean down through there. And that's great because it's brand new parts to really work with this paintwork, which is good. You can see how the rears tuck in nicely up to the body. So yeah, this is definitely back to where it's supposed to be. It's a good look. The factory OEM exhaust being in there is really nice touch. Little tiny touch up. See the old 5-inch was rubbing in here, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the OEM paint, drop it in there. It'll be good for it. Other than that, she's pretty good, you know. All the way through here, pretty nice, not too shabby. Look, brand new Toyota logo, parked right there on the nose. Look at that. Oh, just perfect. Well, there's still a few more things to do, but as you can see, it's really doing well. A couple more things just tidy up here and there and clean up. And I gotta say, man, it's a beautiful ride. And whoever ends up getting this thing they're gonna have an amazing car. So, you know, here's to that, and hopefully it goes well for the person who buys it. Cheers. Well, I mean, it's been a bunch of work. I wish I could keep it, but you know, we can't have everything in life, right? And this is definitely one of those dream cars that a lot of us want. I don't know. We'll let this go to somebody who needs it, I guess, or someone who just really wants it. But man, she's beautiful. I want to thank NENTEK and Brandon for bringing this car over and then allowing me to join in and help get it ready to go out to a new owner. It's pretty cool, man. It's like, what a great way to be able to get around the car and kind of see the ins and outs of it and not having ownership of it, because I got other projects to do. So let's get back to that. All right, see you guys.